What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another Solo Leveling Arise video. Happy Thursday, it's your boy Payne. First off, before we go through the video, I want to say big shout out again for making us #1 community and content creator in the season 4 of the content creator program. Make sure you are hitting that support button, guys, to get yourself all the codes. We currently have 4 codes in place with 1 more to come before the season ends. And remember, before the season ends, you're going to need to extend your support as well for next season to keep getting these codes and getting your shout outs. So real quick, before we go any further, let's do a quick little shout out. Travis, Professor Tech, NIDs, Slam, a couple more NIDs, Clicks, Forsaken, Irwin, T-Pro, Step Bear, Falling. Some of these new people coming up. Shout out. It looks like some NIDs actually changed their names, so shout out to you guys. Shout out, Cephas, couple more NIDs here. We got Meow2X, more NIDs, McNasty, Misos, King Gus, Mega Cartel, a couple more NIDs, David. It's the only real name I've seen so far up to this point. A couple more NIDs, Bond, more NIDs, Blazer44, Dark, more NIDs, Glitcher of Rivia. This dude actually lives in the same city I live in. I'm pretty proud of that. Trickatron, we got ourselves some more NIDs here. Demos007, Driggs, Jaden38, some more NIDs, Kura, Ravage, more NIDs, Eugen, Game Tester Jeff, more NIDs. We'll go to page 5 today. More NIDs, Dan Burrito, IBQKQ, Minty, Nick T0823, Deeps. Shout out to Deeps. My boy bought some merch all the way out across the continent. It's crazy. Door, Nom Nom. Let's just go to page 6. Lord 14, Bell Dandy Games. More NIDs here. The Darkska, Nod Doors. I hope I'm saying that right. Ben Deck Beckman, Panic, and more. Of course, shout out to everyone else also who has been part of the top 10 and further all the way to the last supporter. Thank you so much for your support, guys. Now, the way to move up, of course, is to spend in-game. If you move up, you're guaranteed codes. But just remember as well, please spend responsibly. It's never my goal to make you spend anything. It's my goal to make sure that your money stays in your pocket if you can't afford to spend. All right, now, let's go over to the purpose of the video. Thank you guys for letting me do that. I think it's worthwhile shouting at people and giving them their flowers when appropriate. So, I want to talk about something real quick. I went ahead and I did this is my free-to-play account, by the way. I went ahead and did the new Encore mission with Kaiselian, okay? And I was just like, you know what? How much different is this fight now compared to what it was before? I want to talk about this and kind of give the devs their flowers because I think they deserve it as well, too. And they've done a fantastic job with this new release. Now, I'm not sure. I'm going to be real with you guys. I'm not sure how the brand new... I'm not sure how the brand new optimization is for mobile. My mobile never had problems, so it's really hard for me to gauge and talk much about the mobile situation, only because I don't know where the problems stem and where they are. But I will say this, they did keep their word on this fight. This fight has become exactly what they promised, and it is way easier than it was before. No longer do we have a janky dragon breakdance fighting or doing anything crazy. He doesn't fly around as much, doesn't do invincibility as much, and I think they honestly should pat themselves on the back for the adjustment that they've made for this specific fight, because now it is more bearable and actually pretty damn fun as well. So I just wanted to give a shout out to that. Now, another thing I want to talk about real quick is the free-to-play atmosphere versus the pay-to-win atmosphere. Somebody actually brought up an interesting point during one of my live streams, and that was, hey, Payne, do you think that the gap between free-to-play and pay-to-win has gotten bigger? From a power perspective, I mean, sure, it kind of has. But the question I ask, though, is what's the purpose of more power right now if free-to-play can finish endgame content? And that's kind of where I want to give my flowers. Look at that ugly miss. That's kind of where I want to give my flowers to the devs, because I think normal mode WOBL with Baron has been a breath of fresh air for a lot of players and have now become more included in the endgame content, has allowed players to stick around more and actually enjoy the game a lot more than they would have normally when Vulcan came out. So when Vulcan came out originally with normal mode, it was very hard for free-to-play players to even stand a chance, right? And a lot of them felt left out. A lot of them felt they were underpowered, etc. I think Netmarble did a fantastic job in this case by making it a lot more accessible to the larger population. And this gave us the ability to play the game together as a community and reap the benefits as a community. Now, with that being said, oopsie, I died. With that being said, there is obviously going to be a difference when it comes down to actual hard mode, right? Hard mode is never intended for free to play to dominate. I just want to make sure people understand that, because people are going to get so used to the concept of finishing normal mode easily that hard mode is going to be something they're going to expect as well. Now, hard mode is where the whales are going to really enjoy and benefit from this, right? Easy mode and normal mode was meant to be the farming point for us. Now, what's the purpose of hard mode? Well, it's to give you a challenge, right? In terms of drops, sure, we'll probably get more legendaries there, and you'll be able to probably level up your cores a lot quicker, but it doesn't mean it takes away from the experience of normal mode. Normal mode, you'll still be able to get your legendaries, you'll still be able to level up your cores, it'll just take you more time, which is always what free-to-play has to expect. It's the grind. So I think the devs did an amazing job. First off, by changing Kaisalian, this fight has become way, way easier. Like, 10 times easier. Sorry, I know I died a couple times there and did some mistakes, but I'm talking while playing, so this always happens. I think this is the absolute step in the right direction. Now, the only other thing I think they need to make a change for is now the ice switch. The ice switch is probably the only other, I think, over-tuned fight, especially for an encore. Or is it an encore, or is it? No, it's an instance, right? So the only instance I'd say is a little overtuned. Outside of that, every other instance is probably tuned correctly, right? I was able to finish tier Proof of the Strong 5 today with Igris. Did it no problem. Super fun fight, super easy fight. It made my life easier. There is also obviously the Baron guides that I've created, so I've covered full normal mode for you guys from top to bottom. And you guys have so many various ways to complete this now. It's not just using only dark team, right? You can use a wind team, you can use a light team even to get this done. The only team that really struggles here now is going to be fire and because the lack of actual good units, and of course the water team because they are resistant to water. But everything else here, guys, is very, very doable. So I just want to pat the devs on the back on this. I think you guys deserve some credit. Some whales may not be happy about how easy this is. I get that. I understand you guys are looking for a challenge, but that challenge will come in format of hard mode when that drops, right? But right now, I think the exclusivity of allowing everyone access to this content that is even free to play, to Dolphin, to Whale, is the step in the right direction for the longevity of the game, right? Again, like, it would suck for free to play. Like, I remember when free to play players first started doing WOBL with Vulcan, many of us were stuck on Cerberus, easy mode. Some people couldn't finish floor 25, right? Now it's becoming to the point where, like, all right, you don't even need all the blessings to finish this entire thing, which again, saves time, saves effort, is more including the rest of the community and player base. And honestly, I'm going to be real with you guys. This is the kind of stuff that makes free-to-play players stick around and makes a lot of free-to-play players convert to pay-to-win players. And I'm not talking about like heavy pay-to-win players, but somebody who would have never spent a penny on your game is now willing to spend the penny on your game because you're showing that you support them as a community or us as a community. And also at the same time, you're showing that you are a fair developer versus many developers out there who don't do this level of thing. So I just want to say big shout out to the devs for doing this. Now, again, I don't know how the optimization of this game is right now on mobile. Again, my mobile phone plays really, really well. And speaking of mobile, I just want to say big shout out to member Jules on YouTube who won this Kishi controller. It is going to be sent to him in the next day. So $150 prize given away to a YouTube member. Thank you so much again, Jules, for always the support and love. This controller is yours, and it will 1000% optimize the way you play the game even better, because I currently use mine all the time on mobile, and I'm telling you guys now, this controller is badass. Like, it's absolutely worth it. I'm not even sponsored by these guys. I just love the controller, and I think it was worthwhile picking up and giving it away to a community member. With that being said, guys, remember, please go join the Discord. We have a lot of cool events going on for Halloween. We have a lot of giveaways going on that's exclusive to our Discord. There's a couple big ones that you guys want to join. I can't really talk about here on the stream, on the video, but it's absolutely worth doing. So again, shout out to the devs. Great job, guys. I really hope this continues. And you know what? When hard mode comes out and we're struggling, I'm going to be like, this is exactly what I wanted, exactly what I expected. And I'm glad that there's a challenge on the table now that we as free-to-play players need to actually put a lot of effort towards. That's the purpose. Some of us want challenges, some of us want loots, and this is a great balance of having both. All right, guys, let me know in the comment sections what you guys think. Hope you're enjoying WOBL. I love this new version. I think it's so much more fun than the old Vulcan version. Less struggles, more fun, more loot, and overall, The only complaint I really had is I wish they kind of kept gear in there as well too with cores to just double the loot process. But hell, it is what it is. You can't have everything you want. All right, guys. Thanks again. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.